When I was breaking up with her, she was not listening to me. She was just crying. That's all she was doing. That's all. So even if I was, whatever I was telling her, it was just hitting her like, bang, to just bounce back, bang, to just bounce.
Welcome to our channel.
Welcome to our YouTube channel.
My name is Riri and this is Louis, my husband.
Our husband.
Our husband, but really only my husband. So today, I want to share a story time with you guys. This story time is about the day that this man broke up with me because of a dress I wore that he didn't like. Now I'm going to start from my perspective on how the entire day played out. So Lou and I met in October 2020. We became official in December 2020, and in the month January 2021, our friends got married, and Louis was the best man, and I was invited as a guest. So this story time takes place on the wedding day, which was like sometime in January. So at this time, we'd only been dating for like 2 months. So I was so excited to see him at the wedding. I was so excited, like we were getting to know each other, and I wanted him to see different parts of me, especially when I look like, when I'm all dressed up and dolled up, and I was so excited.
Parts of you.
Yeah, like I don't think we had gone out to like really nice places where I'd, dressed up really nicely. Like we'd never been to a wedding together. So like I wanted to just show you how I look like when I have my lashes on, my makeup on, my hair, my nice dress and everything. So I got ready and I went to the wedding, and it was an outdoor wedding and everyone was seated and we were waiting for the bridal party to come through, and I was so excited. I couldn't wait to see him. He was the best man, so we're all waiting for the bridal team to show up. And when I saw Louis, he was in his navy suit, his hair was all cut, and like he was looking so good, and I was just smiling. I was like, the whole time I was just smiling. And I was so excited to talk to him after the wedding and everything. So after the ceremony, right, I think after that you guys started taking pictures, like the bridal team was taking pictures and everything. And I was just sitting, waiting for him to just come over and say hi and, chat a little bit before like the reception started and everything. And I was sitting down, and this man, I think at this point, you guys had finished taking your photos and everything. And I was sitting down waiting for him to come and say hi or something like that. But like he wasn't coming. Like he weren't coming. And I was thinking, he's part of the bridal team. So he's part of the wedding party. So he might be busy. So I'm still waiting. Like I feel like, what's going on? Like, is he trying to ignore me in public? Like, that's what I was thinking. Like, is he ignoring me in public? Like, we're official now, so you don't have to like hide anything. That's how I felt. And I think like an hour later, you still haven't approached me yet. I was like, okay. So I think I called you. Because I'm like, what's happening? Like, why haven't you come over to say hi yet? Like, I'm not invisible. So I called you and I was like, hey, let's take a photo. And then you came over, and then someone took a photo of us, and then right after the photo, you left. Like, you didn't even stay to say hi to me or anything like that. So I was like, okay, like, I started getting angry. I started getting upset. Like, why are you ignoring me? Like I get it, you're busy, but like we could still have like a minute or two to chat or something like that. He just ignored me the whole night. Like, even when the reception started, and it was time for everyone to dance, and I went around, I was like, hey, do you want to dance? Like, can we dance? He was like, no, it's not really my thing. I don't want to dance. And I just kept getting even more angry, and I'm like, why is he ignoring me? And I think when I came home, I texted you. I can't remember exactly what I said, but like, I wasn't happy. And then you either didn't reply, or you said, we'll talk about it later or something like that. And then I kept texting you again, and you said, give me time, I need to process things. And I was like, what are you processing? So the wedding was on Saturday, and then Sunday he went to church, and then Sunday evening he came over to my house. And when he came over, he said, oh, do you want to take a walk? I was like, okay, cool, yeah, let's take a walk, right? So we go for a walk, and it was like maybe 6 p.m., 7 p.m. was like late. We're going for a walk, and then this man is like, oh, you know, I want to break up. Like, I want to break up with you.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity to also speak and present my side of the story.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, whenever I want to present my side of the story, it looks like you always come as defensive. So before I proceed, promise me you will not be defensive. You also give me the chance to say my side of the story.
Yeah, okay.
Promise?
Okay, fine.
Okay.
But if you're saying anything that's not true, I think I have the right to interrupt and clear the air. If you're saying...
No, you shouldn't. You should. I'll also give you the chance to talk after I talk.
Okay, fine.
Just to make sure everyone understands our side of the story.
Okay, then let me finish. This man came over to my house, and we went for a walk, and he broke up with me. He broke up with me very painfully.
Love this weekend. Love this weekend.
I never expected it. Like, he came, he broke up with me. He said, look, I wasn't happy with the dress that you wore. People were talking about it, and I just wasn't happy, and I felt so bad. So I think we should just take a break and just, you know, let's just be friends. And I was so confused.
You never explained.
Why would you break up with me over a dress? Like, we've only been dating for like 2 months. We're getting to know each other. If you don't like something, or you weren't happy with the dress that I wore, like, you tell me, and then like we work on it. But you don't just come and be like, bye, like I'm gone. Like, I don't like this dress. You wore it. I'm not happy. That's the end of relationship.
All right, let me.
And then I was crying. I was crying and crying, and this man was like, he was patting me on the back. It's okay, it's okay. He was ruthless. Ruthless.
All right,
yeah, now I'm done.
Good. See, everything you said is true, but I think you are telling lies by omission.
I'm telling lies.
By omission.
Oh, okay.
Not by twisting.
Well, we heard the truth, so let's see the Louis version.
So it's
mine
not,
was the truth.
It's not the Louis version. It's just, I'm just going to do the feeling. I'm going to put in the feeling, all right? I'm going to complete the puzzle, because no one in his right state of mind will just walk up to his newly engaged girlfriend, if I'll put it that way, just approach the person and like, hey, no, you know, like right now, Charlie, I'm not interested. Bye. While we're friends, I made you know that I'm not willing to ladies that are put on skinny stuff to expose sensitive parts of their body. I don't think that is what my values or my interest in ladies are. So she knew that. So I remember there are times where she sends me photos of some dresses she put on, and I'm like, oh, this is nice, this is not nice. Okay. Now, before I proceed, I want you to know my philosophy. I don't want to impose my principles on anyone. I want you to be free. I want you to make your own decision. Yeah, I just want you to live and be yourself, because I believe when you are yourself, pretense is out of the question or equation. So we already had this discussion. Everything is all right. She dressed decent. We go to Hillsong. She's in the best dress and all that. I came to the wedding hoping to see my newly engaged girlfriend, Papebi. Oh, Masa, I was at the front stage. Let me say I was at the front stage because I was closer to the groom and the groom, right? I was the best man, so I could hear so many comments at the background about her dressing and all that. And on top of that, she already knew I was not into those kind of dressing. So I don't know what prompted her, what motivated her to do that. But yeah, I mean, look, so the whole day, honestly, I needed to be, I'm not a fake guy, I'm real. I needed to express myself. I was not happy with her. I don't want to take photo with her. I don't want people to know I have any connection to do with her. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know it's a bit harsh, but look, it's me. Like, I'm trying to save myself some trouble because she has put herself in a position where I feel I can't approach her in public because of how she appeared.
We need to put a photo of the dress so people can judge, because that dress, yes, it was a little bit revealing, but the way you're talking about it makes it seem like I had just like a piece of strip on my body.
No, it's not that bad, okay?
I think you shouldn't listen to like you. I felt like
defensive.
No, I'm not being defensive.
Let me finish first. Defensive. Let me finish. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I am all merciful and all that. But before, look, I didn't hold anything against her. Okay?
You did, because you came to my house.
Yeah, so let me tell you the basis of breaking up with you. It wasn't because of the trigger was the dress, but it wasn't entirely the dress.
Okay, then
this was the basis of the breakup. I approached her and I explained to her that, look, everyone has their interests, everyone have their core values, everyone have their mindset, okay? It is all right for you to dress the way you dress, because if you feel comfortable with that and you feel that will make you more confident in public, I'm okay with that. But I don't want to date someone who feels comfortable dressing the way he or she dresses, right? So I don't want to date anyone that feels comfortable dressing the way she dresses, right? So I told her, look, I want us to be friends. I don't want to be the guy that would impose principles on you or moral values on you that will go against your will. So I told her, look, the best thing to do now is let's be friends. So you can feel free to dress the way you want to dress. So I don't put myself in a situation to treat you the way I treated you, because I felt bad treating you the way I treated you. You know, long story short, we are now married. So it tells you that I'm merciful. It tells you that I'm merciful. It tells you that it didn't end bad.
No, how did we end up back together?
We ended up back together because we had a good mediator, someone who could speak to both parties, and someone who could talk to her and also make her understand what I was trying to communicate. Because when I was breaking up with her, she was not listening to me. She was just crying. That's all she was doing. That's all. So even if whatever I was telling her, it was just hitting her like, bang, now to just bounce back, bang, to just one. So we needed someone who would sit her down, take away the emotions, the emotional damage, and speak to her. And after they spoke to her, she said she now understands. My wife has been the best wife I've seen on earth. When I see her, my heart, my heart syncopates. Syncopates? My heart syncopates. When I see her, then my blood pressure is just going high. Once she touches me, then the blood pressure will come down to normal. Right now, she's the best. I felt I would have missed a lot. I would miss a lot if she had left. Yeah. So it's okay. Let's just forget about the past and move on in the future. You understand what I mean? Let's just forget about the past.
That was such a painful story.
It was painful for her.
Yeah, it was.
I think I was making the right decision. Because it's better,
So then what can we actually take from this?
Mike Murdoch said, open your eyes wide before entering a relationship or before getting married. But when you are in marriage, close your eyes tight. So that's what I was doing. I needed to open my eyes wide. So things that I complained about before the marriage, now I don't complain about it because I'm already in the marriage and I need to close my eyes tight as if they are not happening, just to make peace. Okay. So that's a piece of advice. Okay, so that you don't go out there and be doing
oh, stop. I think it's just really know who you're marrying and know who you're dating so that you don't do things to jeopardize the relationship. Yeah, just know who you're dating, and then in that case you won't have too much problems. Like understand
the person's moral values. Because there are people, like you have to understand that players will always make life easy for you because they know it will end one day. But people who want to marry you and make life with you, they're not thinking of the now, they are thinking of the future. They are thinking of a mother to their children. They are thinking of a wife who will be with them even till old age. So people like that, they come with some demands, and it may look a bit challenging, but you have to understand that they are a bit tough or they are a bit strict because they know what they are getting into and they don't want to make a wrong decision. Trust me, if a player wants to marry, they will not act like players. They are acting like players because they know it won't end anyway. So if you have someone in your life that comes with some high moral standards, you should sit back and rethink about the demand he's putting or she is putting on the table and try to look at the brighter side of things. Such people are actually people that want the best out of you and wants a life with you. But if you find yourself in a relationship where the guy is okay with everything you're doing, trust me, the guy has an alternative or an ulterior motive towards you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I'll just say just know who you're dating. That's it. Just know who you're dating, what they like, what their morals are, what their principles are. You just see the match. If they don't match, are you ready to make a change? That's it. Yeah. Well, thank you for watching our story time, and I hope that it helps you in whatever relationship and whatever situationship that you're in, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Share if you liked it, and if you haven't seen the video on how we met, it's on our channel. Go and check that video out, and make sure to share, subscribe, and we will catch you in our next video.